Hi there, I'm Grey Hunter and welcome to Rule the Waves 3. So today I'm going to give myself a mission. I'm going to rebuild the Spanish Armada. So for that we're going to start in 1890, select Spain. Spain is a small navy and a poor economy and technology base. Worldwide possessions that need to be defended. It's a challenge and not be implemented for beginners. It's going to go poorly. And the aim of this is to defeat perfidious Albion. Because why wouldn't you not do that? And we're going to go for we'll go for super large. Research rate normal. It's like text variation. I like a bit of text variation. And yeah, we'll just apparently I never use slot 1 on this. Okay. So now we get the fun part. Generating initial fleets. What the hell is this going to give me? It's always fun to see what the game just randomly designs, because sometimes you get, oh, that's okay, I can work with that, and other times you get a 10,000 ton ship with 2 4-inch guns. Right, so I think the problem is if I do full screen on here. So here we go. This will hopefully be readable for you, and I've done a bit of transforming. So I'm playing within a window and a window, but I have to use desktop capture. So, yeah, just the way the game works. So we've got 4 battleships, 3 cruisers, 6 light cruisers of 4 different classes, and then some corvettes, which are actually not going to be bad. I'll probably be sticking around for a while. Our largest ship is the Fernando. 11-inch armor, 4 12-inch guns. Midship deployment. See what I mean? Who in their right mind would do this? Actually, I know why they've done this. It means that you've got 4 guns facing forward, 4 guns facing back, and then 2 broadsides. It's not terrible. No sane person would design it, but I can see what they were aiming for. The Mancia class has got 2 12-inch, 2 11 inches. At least they've gone for armor. And this is a bit more of a standard Dreadnought or Dreadnought. I've got 3 of those. Short, cramped accommodation there, isn't it? Yeah, they ain't going far. Then we've got the Infanteria Teresa. That's actually not a bad ship. Bit light for an armored cruiser, but at the start of the game they're always going to be. She's got 20 knot speed, 7-inch guns, front and back, 8-inch, 8 to 6 inches should be dotted in the hull somewhere. Okay, the Infanta Maria class I can deal with. I've got 2 in the Caribbean and 1 in Northern Europe. 1 Aragon class, which is 8 5-inches and 8 3-inches. 21 knots. 2-inch belt armor. Glacier class. 4 5-inch, 4 4-inch, 8 2-inches. Yeah, not terrible. 3 Navarro classes. Mostly 3 inches and 5 inches. Yeah. These are light ships. They're all good speeds. 2 Gravina class. 10 6 inches. Oh, okay, I can see what they're aiming for. And then my Delphin class, which is just 6 inches. These guys will hang around until we get that. We've got another Numancia, the Mia Donna Isabella class. 2 8-inch guns, 6 7-inch guns. Oh, it's a 2 turret and a 1 turret. And 10-inch armor. Okay, not terrible. Not terrible. The Emperor Carlos. This has got speed. I can work with this. This is not the worst in the world. We've got 20 prestige as normal. No morale. First thing we're going to do, we're going to build bigger dock size. Got some unrest. No building requirements. We're currently losing 600 a month for our funds like that, so we're not going to be building any more. And we've got slight annoyance of France. That's a bit more of a worry. As my plan is basically make friends with France, use France to then get me into beating up Britain. Yeah. And then victory. So we've got holding the Caribbean and the Southeast Asia, but nothing in Africa. Do we have any ships in Southeast Asia? We do. We have 3 light cruisers. I'm going to dispatch. Move ships. Blind. Now we're gone to Southeast Asia. That gives me a heavy cruiser out there. Well, another light cruiser. But a light cruiser as opposed to some gunboats. I don't have any armoured cruisers to mess around. I'm going to send 2 light cruisers to the Caribbean. There we go. I want that force projection. So I'm not going to be able to build much for the first few turns. The reason I want to do this is we got a new patch, so the UI's changed slightly. So I should be able to go into preferences. And there should be a dark mode in here. Dark slate. There we go, that's much better in everyone's eyes, isn't it? So, we're not going to design building research, we're going to go up to 10%. I feel like there's diminishing returns after that. We're going to go on turrets, naval guns on high, everything else can remain on medium. We don't want to build a force, we're currently 700 in debt anyway. And doctrine. We haven't got the cash to train at the moment, so we're just going to go turn. Oh, carriers, no admiral assigned. Okay. How do we promote? So we go to ships in service, we go to Infanteria. Oh, we'll just do it automatically. I don't know who are these people. Right. So, Admiral Montaggio has just been flying to the Caribbean. We have no idea who is good anyway, so I'll have a look at my officers in a second. Great Britain has increased naval spending. China's climbing for a new neighbour. Yeah, okay. So, what we do need to do is get some research going, and also on Italy. Because, end of the day, Italy is our first easy target, because they're probably the only people as weaker, or if not weaker than we are. We should look at the almanac as well. So we've got 100,000 tons, they've got 200. Austria-Hungary would be a good target. Ironically, we outstrip Germany, but their budget is higher, so they will beat us in the long term. We could beat China. Beating China would also be fun. We're not going to be the good guys. But yeah. So far, Jack. Oh yeah, keep yawning. Did not have a good night's sleep. Yeah. And so far, let's see, we've got bases knocking around. Nothing's been sunk. And we know nothing about our captains, because they've been in no battles, to sort them by rank. The commanders of that, so he's commander of the okay. Commander of the Mediterranean, but he doesn't have a ship. That's what I was going wrong. New patch, it's changed up quite a bit. Alright, so we're just going to be clicking turn for a few turns, so we have to stop construction of battleship soon. They're doing 10% of their budget. We've got 5,000. This is more information than you normally get. Monmouth has got 9-inch guns. Reduced to random tensions, reduced, increases. Oh, it's because we control Cuba. Well, guess what? These things are going to happen. Got one more turn before I have to cancel out some construction. The first Bismarck's gone down. And tensions are just wobbling as they do. Okay. Pausing that will pretty much buy us 7 more months. And then we will advance time. Another crack ship. This is what we got at this stage of the game. You got no money. Ah, the Prime Minister wants to hold an international naval gathering. Money and finance event to take out the naval budget. Prestige and minus tension. I will take the prestige. Prestige is your score. And I can eat the loss of money at the moment. 10-inch coastal battery going down. I'd like to be able to build more than 7,000 ton ships. Ooh. And we will put the Numancia on hold. How can we build a Numancia if she's 10,000 tons? Game? We seem to be building a legal battleship and it's your fault. One of our cruisers ran aground. Oh no. Doing it illicit to operate the winds illicit. I completely sanctioned it. Alright. Release it. Great. Montier is below average quality. Excellent. And we're just having French having troubles with engines. More ships in Northeast Asia than our bases can support. Alright. Northeast Asia. Well, it's just because they're moving through. We don't actually own anything in Northeast Asia, do we? What are they doing in Northeast Asia? Why is there a light cruiser there? Who's in Northeast Asia? I'm going to carry on as if that ship's just moving through. Ooh, scandals occurred at a party. We're just going to hush that up. I really don't want war with America. Yeah, everyone's building ships, apart from me. Except I can now go back into construction and resume construction on her, because I can run that for a few months. And then the Riodonna and Isabella will be able to come online. Japanese are doing night training. Ooh. They've arrested one of our guys as a spy. We'll take the Austro-Hungary tension. Ooh, Japan and China looking at war. So, I always love this bit. It's silly. It's random numbers going up and down, but it does tell a story. Right, 2 more months. Hey, the world's largest armored cruiser at 14,000 tons. That's twice what we can build. It's fine. We'll get there. We're already building larger docks. 5 months. What we can do is order ships from like Britain or France. Yep, Edward Carlos is in there. Okay, we'll take the prestige. Japan is also quite weak at this point. Alright, fine officer. We have no idea what he's like. We have no idea what any of our guys are like. So at this point, yeah, that's fine. Like, we just commissioned a armoured cruiser and the French have just commissioned 3. Yay, basically. That is the stage we're at. So we've now got a ship that needs a captain. Looking at our officers, we've got sorted by ability, and we've got nobody with known ability. So we'll give this to one of the admirals. Assign commander, and you're senior, so you get a ship. Congratulations. What I probably should do is mothball so move you to the reserve fleet. That's fine, that gives us a bit more cash, so we can resume construction on that battleship. Okay, so we're not going to win this war on battleships. I'm going to wait another 4 months for all these ships going down. I want to get a good battleship. Probably a good armoured cruiser, probably from the French. It's going to be years before my own shipyards catch up. That's a lot of thinking. Lots more ships going down. Yeah, random international tie now, because you can see this in all relations now. The France and Austria-Hungary are looking at war. Japan and China are getting closer to war. I should find it easy to show values as well. So that tension at 8. 2 more months. We actually look maybe to design a ship. No, they don't like us spending money on ships. Oh, the Balkans are at it again. I love how all these are tensions. What's being served for dinner? No doubt this is the meddling of Austria-Hungary. Because, why not drive up tension to someone we can actually have a go at beating? And you look at Austria-Hungary has got 5 battleships to our 4. That's going to go up to 5 to 5, but we already have a bigger tonnage. We're equal. They've got heavier armoured cruisers, but yeah. I feel like we should be able to get this as a win. It's got to be worth a go at least. New docks completed. The Arena Donut and Novella is commissioned. Excellent. So we need to give her a captain. And Toral here is the most senior. And excellent, we're going to build more docks. And now we're going to design a ship. We're going to do an armoured cruiser. Or what do they call them? Less protected cruisers. As armoured cruiser at this point. And we're going to build it in France. We want to get that up. So we want it to be about 15,000 tons. Actually, they've only got 14. So 14,000 tons at about 19 knots. And we want it to have long range because we want this to be able to go colonial. We're going to go for 8-inch. Let's have a look at our gun data. This is our 12-inch gun, or the French 12-inch gun, which can penetrate up to 4 inches of armour at 11, 8 inches. So 8 inches will protect us from the best French gun. So yeah, that's exactly what we want. Then we'll have a couple inches on the belt extended, a couple inches on the upper belt. The deck can have 1.5 inches, half an inch on the deck. I mean, I'll put some armour on the conning tower. Turrets can have 8 inches, turret top 1.5, secondaries can have 1 inch. So we want to add a turret forward and aft and make it a double. So that gives us that. Secondary guns, 6 inches. Alright, so all their low guns are terrible apparently. Okay, so it's actually -2 quality on them. They don't have 11s. You have to drop down to there to get -2, -1. That's okay. Because then we can just add 2 port and starboard wing double turrets as well. Okay, so they have to be 7 inches for that. And then we'll go for 5-inch secondaries. And a couple of, let's put some small inches on there. Fire control is going to be local. Rounds per gun, we're going to take up to about 100. But a lot of weight remaining. 100 for that. 100 for that. Interesting. Can we squeeze some more speed out of her? We can. No propulsion. Reliable engine. And then we'll bring this down. There we go. That reduces the cost. She's going to cost us 1,900 a month. Graphics. Yeah, so I'm doing it this way. So what we're going to do is if the I design an armored cruiser and then just check it out. Okay, so that's doing 8 inches like that. 12 5-inches, nothing like that. 20-inch speed. Normal freeboard. I'm going to increase the displacement because I do want her to be heavier with long range. The long range is quite important for this ship because we're going to be doing, I want a colonial war rather than that. We're going 8 inches and 5 inches, that's fine. Okay, so the Crystal Colon isn't a terrible ship actually. I think what we can do here, increase the turret size. Because we can go up the guns. 130 rounds is good. Yeah. This is a long range armor cruiser. The belt armor I do want to increase because now she's actually armored. And the turrets I want to increase a little bit as well. And this is where the extra tonnage comes in. She's going to be expensive. She's expensive, but that's just fine. Auto place. There's another thing you can trick. There, but that'll say. Alright. Save and finish. Yep, 9 inches. Main gun's less than 9 inches. Reduce the rate of fire. Okay. Okay, so it's got it down to 7-inch. Would you allow me to strip some of the tonnage off? Make it cheaper. Check design. I can accept the rate of fire loss. That is fine. It's just a bad note. Okay, so that's £3,000 down the drain. And then we're only going to really be able to build one of her, but she will be the heaviest thing in my fleet by a good amount. Oh no, it's been a political murder. guilty must be brought to justice. We've got enough tension to do stuff like this at the moment. All good. Yeah, see, that hasn't even affected my tension that much. More in North. Why have you got ships in North? Who's in Northeast Asia? I think people are just moving into there randomly. Oh no, we have got the Alvagon here. Did I send you to the wrong place? Southeast Asia. Deploy to there. Oh, battleship works up. Okay. We'll take that offer for a 10% decrease in cost. It's another battleship. It's not an amazing battleship, but it's cheaper. Italy's one of our targets, so we're not going to trade weapons. Yeah, everyone's increasing it. We're moving into a high tension period. Build screen. We just want to build one. Because that's now losing us cash. We got 10k. We should be fine because the Via Familia will be commissioning this month. We're not doing well with this old tech, are we? So now we're positive. So I'm going to build another one of them. So the Pedro de Aragon. Oh, yeah, randomly select. Come on. It's already, we're already a year into the game. And you've not had any tech variation. Oh, caught by Great Britain. We can afford the tension. National hero. I'm going to regret this later, trust me. But, you know, you want to get that prestige down. Okay, so now we've got to be nice to Britain. Your familiar's worked up. Yeah. Come on. You need to get the Spanish Armada going. Yeah, okay, so now we've got a good... Do I need to do some divisions? So, type. Division. Assign shift to a division. Fleet organization. Oh, there we go. New division. Type. Battleships. First battle division. First PX. Add ships to division. We're going to add all. Alright. Before I do this, let's have a quick look at my ships. I'm going to leave the Fernando out, but put all the others in. So everyone who's not the Fernando, because the Fernando is a notch or slower. And in the Caribbean, we'll leave those guys we haven't got enough ships to worry too much. And then the light ships who can raid us. I mean, the next thing I want to build is a nice light ship. Alright, tension's dropped a little bit. It's all good. We're down to minus 400 a turn. Oh, Venezuela. US is sending a fort. We're not having them grab Venezuela. That's ours. Yeah, see, they fear the Spanish Armada. Yes, excellent. Apparently Italy have laid down a battleship as well. Right, we're minus 400. Like 2 years off building anything else. Let's build a home build light cruiser of about 6,000 tons. What's our guns like? The only good guns we've got are 4 inches. So we may as well go for 6 inches. Forward, aft, port and starboard wing. Check. Oh, we've got to get speed. We want to go at 22 knots. That'd be faster than most things out there. Belts, you can have 1 inch. Turrets, you can have 1.5 inches. I'll give it 1.5 inches on the belt. This needs to be long range. Priority for speed. Conning tower gets 1.5 inches. Turret top gets 0.5 inch. Tank gets 0.5 inch. Okay, so we don't have. So delete those turrets. Delete that turret. Oh, we should do it again. We should get them to build one, and then I should edit it. Well, that's an ugly looking ship. 3,000 tons. She is cheap to build, though. So we give it a long range, an extra 2 knots, and give it a bit more tonnage. See, this is massive increasing the range. Let's take those knots off. 20 knots will be fine. Makes it just a hair over 5,000 tons. The conning tower doesn't need that much armor. That gets me down to just there. 5 inches, 4 inches on the backup. Torpedoes, always useful. Okay. Very much like it to be faster. That's number 600, so take that up to 800 because the game's weird. Because as you increase mass of the ship, the whole size goes up. So we take up to that. She's now fast. She's not well armed, but she should be faster than anything else out there for a bit. The Don Juan de Austria. Don Antolo. Okay. She's all good. She's going to cost us 1,000. We're not going to be able to build many of them. But, you know, a fast, light, long-range light cruiser will help. I don't expect to be fighting around Spain much. I want to be fighting out in the colonies, capturing them. Right, we've got a bunch of captains promoted. Battleships working up. Build screen, I'm going to order one of these, let's be realistic. And she might be the only ones we get of that class. But she's heavier than any of the other light cruisers we've got. And much better armed. She should make a mess of a convoy should she come across them. What I came here for is, I think, some of these ships need to go to a reserve fleet. That's fine. Right, we're losing 1,000 a month, but we can always pause construction of the light cruiser. Tensions in Britain and Germany, just random tensions. We can push the tension a little bit more for some prestige. Yeah, we go. We're going to get our war with Austria-Hungary soon. It's at 10. Alright, I know we're just reserve fleet, but we're going to activate the whole fleet. We're now burning cash, but that's fine. Oh, I'd love another coastal colon. Or colon. It's not within budget though. It would be another, even at 10%, maybe another 1,600 a month. Oh, send a strong fleet. Oh, one of our average guys has just retired. And this will force us into war with Austria-Hungary. Yep, just pick an admiral. You couldn't have 791, required 104. Ships in reserve count. New docks completed. Italy's rearmament. Yeah, we can push that. We should be fine. Okay, they're thinking about war as well, but I think Austria-Hungary will get there first. Keep building those docks, we need bigger ships. We're okay for a few turns, but yeah. We're about to go to war. Now, Austria-Hungary isn't the greatest because they don't have much in the way of kind of like colonies we can take. But we can get some prestige out of this and some increased budget. They criticize in high adventure, but the popular protest against it. Okay, they don't like paying for ships apparently. Attention Austria-Hungary increases. Oh, we're 100% going to war. Yep, we're now to state of war. Awesome. Now I just got to be careful not to bring Italy in on their side. Okay. Most of our ships are in Northern Europe. We need to shift this to the Mediterranean now. Which would have been a smart thing to do before the war. But, you know, on the other hand, we don't actually have Mediterranean. You don't have to worry too much because it's not Britain. It's not like they're going to use Gibraltar to block us. Okay, so now this is where we need to put 3 ships onto trade protection. Oh, 4 ships. And it's a coastal raid. Okay. British ships not available to... Okay. Cruiser battle. Need to inflict more damage. Estimated enemy force, 6 battleships. We got some of these. Okay. No force changes possible. Looks like we have to go for it. Okay. So we've got the Emperor Carlos and 2 heavy cruisers. They've properly changed this, haven't they? I mean, it works the same way. And we're advancing on these enemy cruisers. And look, you can go up to cruise or max. Okay, so we've got least subclasses. They're 3.5-inch armor with 2 7-inch guns, 4 7-inch guns, and 4-inch armor. We should win this. What's this button? Target divisions. Yep. Open fire. We hit the Lisa straight off. First round we fire in the battle and we hit the target. That is amazing Spanish gunnery. Oh, I need to extend this a little bit, don't I? There we go. Of course, this is very early war, and most of these weapons are not going to be hitting at times. So, I mean, yeah, that's going to be doing hits the battle, isn't it? I don't like having to chase them. I don't get to use all my guns. Alright, advancing. Look at all these bullets they're wasting. Not shells, sorry, not bullets. Get told off for calling the Russians Soviets. Oop! Hit the Vermos Lisa again. So that's at least a 6-inch hit on her. Hopefully they've got their range. They're turning. Just to mess with our range finding a bit more. That's 2 hits we've got though, so we're winning this. And then we took a penetrating hit. That little asterisk means it's a penetrating hit to superstructure. Because we don't get that information for the enemy, we just get you hit them. Oh, another hit on the Lisa, another hit on the Lisa. What is the Emperor Carlos's damage like? Crew quality -1. A little bit damage to the structure, but that's fine. Okay, turn to keep up on them. They're moving at 20 knots, moving at 20 knots. All's good. Come on. Hey, another hit. How many of these can she take? And another hit. We got a range now. Of course, we're probably having 2 ships firing at one. We're probably fouling our own fire somewhat. Ah, no, it hits the engine room. Didn't want that. It didn't penetrate though. Didn't penetrate. We should be okay. Yep, we need to clean up grates because this is early war. We're going to start losing some speed now. They should be in the same situation though. They're down to 15 knots. Near miss, penetrating hit to the front, and we hit them. And they switched target to this one for some reason. And another non-penetrating hit to the engine room. Hit the Lisa. Ooh, double hit on her, front and aft. Perfect. One was a 3-inch gun, so it's probably not going to do too much. Although our 3-inch guns might be able to penetrate their armour. 3.5 inches. Second battery takes a hit. Yeah, they've got their range on us now, but we're hitting with the bigger guns, I think. Yeah, we've got a good amount of fire hitting them now. Oh, rudder damage on the Carlos. Come on. Alright. Princea de Asturias. You're going to go in on your own. She's taking hits. But we've got some good damage. Oh, look at that. Hit on both of those ships. That is what you call, well, cocky. Alright, hit to the engine room, but it didn't penetrate. Should be okay. So if we bring the Emperor Carlos up like this, we can try and sandwich them. We're getting the hits in. They just don't seem to be slowing them down at all. That rudder damage was annoying. Ow. It's not stopped my signals. Turn. There we go. But the Astura, Princess Astura is getting some serious hits on this guy. Visually, we can't see any turrets knocked out. Right, adjust your heading like that. Oh, there goes our rudder. You can come around like this. So you're going to be engaging her. Oh, you've just reformed into a single unit at the worst possible time. Ooh. Hits. We're in close. But we're getting the hits back. We've not lost anything important yet, I'm amazed. Turn to keep your broadside on her. We're getting more hits than they are. Was that fire I saw? No. But we are landing a good number of hits on them. At least the class down there is still circling. Oh, near miss. But we are landing hits. That's definitely fire now. Look at that. She's on fire. Come on, I want a victory. I want to end this video with glorious victory. I've had a damage again. Look, she's going straight. That's not too bad. That ship is burning heavily now. That's good. The Elisa class is still rotating. Good prepared. Let's get back in there. If we can't get both of them, I definitely want to chase this one down. Confirm that bloody kill. Come on, just explode already. The other one's making a break for it as well. You go, more hits. Yeah, she's gone. I just need to lose some speed. Yeah, she's dead. Yeah, that's fine. We have been fighting for like nearly 5 hours. So we're going to go after this guy, who we know is taking some hits. We're down to 18 speed. Our Stokers must be shattered. Yeah, 6 hours, sorry, not 5. My maths is terrible. Yep, she's sunk. Yeah, go another hit. Perfect. Yeah, I know. We're getting the hits though, aren't we? Close to range. Just needed to lose a bit of speed. If we get it to go down, drop the speed, we can close in much better. Come on. Once we got into range 201. They're running back towards port, aren't they? Go up to fast speed, go to the chase. I know you're exhausted. The enemy's in range. Yep, never hit. Burst limited by yeah, we're getting the hits in again. Pass through hit. Eesh. But she's taking the hits more than we are now. Yeah, she's hitting a hole, but it's not too bad. Yeah, I know your Stokers are exhausted. We're running the ship down though. Ooh. Edgy room hit and hit penetrated. Limiting the flooding. Once you let it go down, that was so many hits at once. What's the flooding like? Flooding's down to 2, so we're okay. Do you think she's getting away? Yeah, she's getting away now. Let's break contact before we run into anything else. And night is coming anyway. Okay. So we sank one, heavily damaged another, 2 light and medium damage, And we got a excellent 10,000 points. So yeah, total points is great. Major victory. And they are blockading. Okay. How are the Italians building a 15,000 ton ship in our shipyards when our shipyards are only 9,000 tons? We definitely need that. Right, we're now at war with Italy. But this thing has got 15-inch guns. We think something has gone wrong with the old system here, because how that was being built in one of our shipyards, I have no idea. This thing is going to be the pride of our fleet, even if it has got a stupid layout. Seized subordinated by Spain. So yeah, now we can go to the ship history for Princess Astoria here. Yeah, active fleet, took part in the battle, medium damage, scored 7 main battery hits. And our other one was the Emperor Carlos, wasn't it? Light damage, scored 3 main battery hits. Both those crews now are up to fair. Although she's out for 2 months. Okay, I'm going to pause this now because I think the next thing I do is going to launch a major battle, especially seeing I'm at war with 2 major powers now. I don't know if they're considered allied, I think they are. But this will be fine, I'm sure. No, thanks for watching, and may the Spanish Armada rise. See you next time.